the janitor who became the landlord. I worked at Bean Street Coffee Shop for 4 years. I knew every regular, every order, and every insult hurled by Mr. Wallace. He came in Monday through Saturday at 8:30 a.m. for his black coffee, consistently telling me how young people don't know real work and that I'd still be pouring coffee when his grandkids graduate college. I bit my tongue for years because, as my manager Paul always said, the customer is always right. That changed last spring. Paul retired and offered to sell me the shop. I took out a loan, bought the business, but kept the name the same. Wallace and most regulars didn't notice. He continued his routine, same attitude. The Saturday showdown. One packed Saturday morning, a group of teenagers came in filming a TikTok dance. They were loud but harmless. One of them accidentally bumped into Wallace while he was waiting for his coffee. Wallace completely lost it. He turned around and started yelling at them. "Watch where you're going. Put your phones down and go back to school. Maybe learn how to work for a living instead of wasting time on that garbage." The entire cafe fell silent. The kids looked mortified. I had spent 4 years watching this man belittle people he thought were beneath him, and something snapped. I put down the cup I was making, walked over to the counter, and leaned in. "That's funny," I said, loud enough for everyone to hear. "You've been coming here for 4 years, same order, same attitude. You've made comments about me wasting my life here. Just so you know, I did graduate college, got my business degree 2 years ago, and I own this place now." Wallace's face went blank. "What?" "Yeah, bought it from Paul last month. So technically, you've been yelling at your landlord this whole time." And everybody clapped. The cafe went dead silent for about 3 seconds. Then, someone in the back started laughing. Then others joined in. The teenagers started clapping. Even the old man reading the newspaper was smiling. Wallace's face turned bright red. He opened his mouth to speak, but no words came out. He looked at me, then at the entire audience watching him. He muttered, "I don't need this," and walked out without his coffee. Amy, my coworker, was dying laughing. Customers told me it was amazing, and the teenagers left an extra tip. The rest of the day felt lighter. I thought he'd never come back. But the next Monday morning at 8:30 a.m., Wallace walked in. The entire staff tensed up. He got to the counter, looked me in the eye and said, "Black coffee, please." He even said please. When I handed him the cup, he left a $10 bill for a $3 coffee and told me to keep the change. He's been polite, quiet, and occasionally generous ever since.